There's a lot of people that bought Pepe when it was at its highs back in December. And if you are one of those people, you're currently sitting in a decently red side of this position, down over 50% right now from those highs, down almost 70% from those highs back in December. And if you go all the way back to June of 2024, you'll see we are basically right back to where we were in June of 2024. In fact, even lower. Pepe, which was previously at an $11 billion market cap, is currently sitting at $4.25 billion in market cap and sliding down as there's headlines coming out about stocks falling, as there is a conflict going on in the Middle East. Here's an opinion piece. The Middle East is showing a wrench in the president's economic plan. The stocks are getting impacted. Crypto's getting impacted. There was $300 million worth of longs squeezed from the market today because of this conflict happening in the Middle East. Let's talk a little bit about Pepe and what comes next in regards to an altcoin season, potential for a Pepe pump. And if you are one of those people that bought Pepe at some of the highs, is there hope for that to come back and get back to those highs and in fact move higher and give those gains that so many people have been excited about potentially getting on Pepe if they're late to the Pepe game, or at least later than some of the others that took the opportunity to get in when it was below a $20 or $50 million market cap? Are there still opportunities now this thing is at a $4 billion market cap? Let's talk a little bit about it, guys, because let me tell you now, I am bullish on Pepe. I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. Let's discuss this crypto market and some of the news that's happening and hone in on Pepe today. You saw so many leveraged longs get wiped out because of this news right here. As this conflict is escalating in the Middle East and we are not looking at immediate resolve and potentially even escalation, the traditional stock market is down today. And so is Pepe. Just today alone, it's down another 10%. And you can see some of the price action today. This is already a coin that's on so many main exchanges. It does have hope as long as there's an altcoin season that comes, but we are having delays on that altcoin season. What is holding Pepe and altcoins back right now? Well, now looking out into December of 2025, there is officially a 7% chance that we get no rate cut. Why are rate cuts important for Pepe the Frog? Well, Pepe is an altcoin. It is a meme coin. And if you want risk on assets to rally, Bitcoin and especially altcoins included, the Fed historically cutting the rates has been the catalyst for an altcoin season. And looking to December, we still have a chance that there's no cut. In June, there's a 99% chance we're not going to have a cut tomorrow. July, an 86% chance we're not going to get a cut. In September, there's now a 36% chance we're not going to get a cut. And in October, there's a 17% chance, and of course now a 7% chance in December, which previously wasn't even there. Now, as you'll see, there are still opportunities for potential rate cuts. This column right here is where the rates are currently sitting today, and these are subsequent potential odds of cuts, right? A 0.25% cut by December, 30% chance. A 0.5% cut, 40% chance by December. But these odds are shifting on these types of news stories. So your Pepe price is coming down. You shouldn't be that surprised because Bitcoin is down 3.8%. And on days where there is turmoil in the market and Bitcoin is sliding, what you'll typically see is Bitcoin dominance climb, right? Bitcoin's majority share percentage of the market climbs, and altcoins tend to bleed versus Bitcoin and bleed as Bitcoin is bleeding. So here's Pepe breaking low this 401 level. And there is a risk, guys, that with this bad news about the delay in rate cuts, with this potential conflict that the U.S. might get pulled to in the Middle East, you could look out for a fearful move to the downside, which presents a buy the dip opportunity, in my opinion. Again, not financial advice. Potentially around this 407 level, maybe even coming down to some of these other weekly candle closes that we saw, maybe at 505 and 5054. So these are some of the levels that I'm looking at. Do I still think that Pepe can get back to these levels that we are currently come down? I mean, here's the exact percentage from the highs to where we're at today. We are down 64%. At one point, we were down 80% back in March, but we're down 63% from those highs. Are we going to come back to those highs? Are we going to see it boost back up? Well, if you do see this Bitcoin bull market continue and Bitcoin dominance eventually top out, which I think could happen around 73 or 74%, and then you see this move happen for Bitcoin dominance where altcoins start to outperform Bitcoin and the whole crypto market starts pumping and the Fed cuts rates. As long as we see that happening, and I do think we will see that at some point, maybe now into 2026, as long as we see that happen, I do believe that Pepe can not only achieve these previous highs, but probably head a lot higher. People have talked about potential $100 billion market cap for Pepe, which sounds ridiculous, but you have to remember, guys, this is something that we've seen in the past from none other than Dogecoin. Dogecoin, of course, in the last bull market, got all the way up to an $80 billion market cap. It got up to $88 billion. This is only showing $74 billion, but it did get up to $88 billion in market cap. Pepe is the most popular meme coin I've seen since Dogecoin, even more so than Shiba Inu, in my opinion. And I think it does have a lot of upside potentially ahead. If you want to trade these markets and take advantage of this volatility, you can trade Bitcoin, Pepe on Blowfin. That's the exchange that me and Black Sea use when we do some trading. If you want to sign up for Blowfin and trade these markets on this volatility surrounding this news as well, you can sign up using a link I've got in the description for you down below, up to a $5,000 deposit bonus if you want to check that out. I'm not currently in a trade. I believe that Black Sea right now is in I think he's in an XRP trade right now and taking advantage of the volatility. I've been trading Bitcoin, XRP, Pepe, Dogecoin a little bit. Those are some of my favorite coins to trade. There is risk with trading. You can see that $300 million worth of longs were liquidated today. So folks that were to the short side of this move could have stood to gain some nice profit. I was talking about potential resistance for Bitcoin at 109. And if you see Bitcoin hit resistance and come back down, of course, that means that your altcoins would likely fall lower as well. That's just how these markets have historically worked. That's kind of how I am figuring out how to get into altcoins when good dollar cost averaging times are. And I'm staying in the know with the news that's happening. If you want to stay in the news with the news, stay in the know with the news that's happening in the global scheme of things in the crypto market, well, you can subscribe to this channel for more crypto content, guys. We have videos coming out every single day for you guys. Please remember, nothing's financial advice here, guys. I am Crypto Kip. This is the Crypto Report. Smash that like button if you like the content. Subscribe to the channel if you want more of it, and turn on your notification bell. I'll see you in the next one. 2 videos right here if you want to check them out, guys. Until next time, peace, y'all.